happening? What's happening? Hey, look here, y'all. This is not Kevin's first rodeo with giving up the play calling. He done it last year, man, around the same time. He was 1-6 last year, gave up play calling. And then Ken Dorsey went 2-8. Yep, 2-8. This year he's 2-6 and giving the play calling to Tommy. When you look at it, when you look at this schedule, it ain't like Tommy set up to dominate. He have a couple wins that he could pull off that's more than what Kevin pulled off. He could get the Jets game, he could get the Raiders game, he could get the Tennessee game. Every game outside of the Jets, Raiders, and Tennessee, every game is hard. San Francisco, hard. Baltimore, hard. Chicago, hard. Buffalo, hard. Pittsburgh, hard. Cincinnati, hard. Tommy ain't gonna fare no better. Man, when I really look at this thing, I was excited earlier because at least we get to see a different play caller. But only thing in Kevin's favor, they do have Shador Sanders. They do have a proven dog. And they got a proven go-getter. Dillon Gabriel, y'all, he's not it. No matter what they do, he still ain't going to be it. So I ain't really looking for Dillon Gabriel to save nothing. This just not Kevin's rodeo. If you give up play calling back-to-back years, you should have gave up play calling right then. If you fired, now see, the thing is, he gave up play calling last year, and Ken Dorsey not here this year. He gave up play calling this year. Will Tommy be here next year? And if Shador ain't here, it don't matter anyways, because we'll be deuces. So, y'all, I don't know what to expect from Tommy. I'm hoping Tommy could come with it and do his thing, but if Ken Dorsey couldn't do nothing, and Ken Dorsey was also a quarterback out of college, been in the league a while, y'all did. Ain't no way around it. Kevin should have hired a for sure go-getter offensive coordinator. He hired maybe, I guess, two guys that really wasn't just no up-and-coming go-getters. Ken Dorsey, he ain't been ringing no bells where they like, hey, Ken Dorsey ought to be the next head coach. I ain't never heard that. Now, Tommy, I have heard that for the college ranks. He will have an opportunity to make the NFL want him, but just seeing that Kevin already been through this rodeo, if the season doesn't go well, which it don't look like it will, he might rattle off 3 wins. He might not. Or they could put Shador Sanders out there and Shador do his thing. They could. And Tommy could look like a superstar. Kevin will look like a superstar because he gave up play calling and then Shador go ball, so he ain't really have to put his hands on that. This a silly situation. Jimmy just need to fire him. The owner needs to just get rid of Kevin because it's not working anymore. It is clearly not working. Our second string, not second string, our number 2 wide receiver is really nobody ain't thinking about him. I think what is Tillman? Nobody ain't thinking about no Tillman. Nobody ain't sitting over there saying, ooh, we got Cedric Tillman. And ain't nothing against Cedric Tillman. I'm just saying ain't nobody shaking in their boots. Ain't like you got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase over there. You got Tillman just got back. You got Thrash. I ain't heard nothing from Thrash. You got Bond. I ain't heard. Man, look. We might just be up the creek. This might be it. Cleveland is pretty much up the creek. He need to just switch this whole thing out. The defense solid. You can keep the defense. You keep the defense coordinator, the defense, the players, or add better players. But the defense on point. How can you get this offense popping? Now, I will give Tommy Rees this. When he implemented the Wildcat, it was working. Does he have more ideas that's going to jump off and make that thing pop? But with Dillion Gabriel should play better. I'm looking at Ken Dorsey last year. Ken Dorsey increased the yardage, but did not increase the points. So maybe it's Kevin's system, because you know he still got to operate within the playbook, because you can't really change the playbook. You too deep in the season now. You got to go with what you got. So it's still going to be Kevin's playbook, but how will Tommy call the plays? Because it was Kevin's playbook last year, and Ken Dorsey just couldn't make the plays. So I don't know if Kevin still had his thing on it, like, hey, you got the play calling, but I want to, I don't want to call that. I could go with that. So you never know. Is he sitting in that? Is he talking and saying what he want to see? And you got to kind of tailor it to him. If history repeats itself, you just got to fire Kevin. If history repeats itself, you got to fire Kevin. Ain't no need to have Kevin on this squad if history going to repeat itself. Because that means Ken Dorsey couldn't do nothing operating within this offense that Kevin couldn't even do nothing. And he the owner of the offense. All right, so will Tommy Rees make some noise? Or will they let both coordinators go and we be looking for a coordinator next year and Kevin goes 1-6 or 2-6 and we change? It's Kevin. Kevin, it's your whole playbook. Trash it. Get rid of it. It's not working anymore. You're wasting time. You wasted 2 years of these players' lives. You wasted 2 years of Myles Garrett's life just being sorry out there. It doesn't make sense to be this sorry. It doesn't. He shouldn't be this sorry. It's no way this man should be this sorry that he out there stinking it up like that. 2 years in a row doing the same thing. 1-6, 2-6. Switch play callers. When I saw that, that kind of hurt me like, dog. The only thing is you have Shador Sanders. That's the only thing in your favor. Froggy, you say, I agree Kevin needs to go. It seemed like it because he ain't got that mojo. He ain't got that go-get-it offense. I would have looked in the offense and found the best play caller in college or the best play caller in the league. I'd have had to go get me one. I'd have had to pay up. I don't know how they do they paying, but I'd have to pay up. Miss Beverly, what's good? Ty, what's happening? Living, what's good? It's GG. Jan, you say Shador probably told him it don't work. That's why he treated him that. He probably did. OD, you say, bless, hey, right back catch, because you seen Shador when they was in the game. Man, hey, let's throw deep. But maybe they open up with Shador. That's the only thing that could save Tommy. That he's saying, hey, all right, well, we calling these plays. We'll call some short plays, we'll call some intermediate, and we call some deep plays. And we're going to call plays and you make it happen. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Because with the way this is going, if you transition offense coordinators last year, you transition this year, that's 2 times you done tried it. It ain't the offensive coordinators. It's you, Kevin. Jimmy holding on for I don't know what reason. Maybe because they both, well, nah, Jimmy from Tennessee. Thank Tennessee. I don't know why Jimmy holding on to him. I don't see a real reason to hold on to Kevin when he's not producing. I give you 2 solid years. One of them I don't even count. So really 1 solid year. And since that year that he balled out, he been trash. His history is not repeating itself in a good way. It's repeating itself in a bad way. Because first year he won 11, then 8, 7, 11. Now it's 3 wins, only 2 wins so far. So what will next year be? Unless they get Shador in there, get him some big boy wide receivers, get him some big boy old linemen, and they go out there and ball. Because if you look at all the picks we made, it was terrible. We went and scooped up 4 quarterbacks. I should have knew it was going to be terrible then. Kenny, Joe, Dillion, Shador. Man, that's too many. Now you got Deshaun Watson. So it's pretty much over, y'all. If he's not on the hot seat, Jimmy don't care. If he ain't on the hot seat, Jimmy making way more money than we could even think possible if he ain't getting rid of him. And it's plenty of people out there. Just look at the top teams, y'all. If you look at the top teams in the league, you got the Jaguars fighting good because they went and got an offense coordinator. You got Chicago doing good because they went and got a real offense coordinator. Now, granted, they are in their first year. It's going to take time. But, man, I would have went to Philly or Washington and asked for their offensive coordinators. I'd have went to Buffalo and asked for theirs. I would have went to possibly Denver, possibly the Chargers, definitely Kansas. And maybe the Rams. Just to see what's out there, because this ain't working. Our schemes is not making any sense in the NFL. We just getting torched out there every week. And it ain't nothing changed. Nothing ain't changed. So they got to let Kevin go. And then when you look at it, Dillon Gabriel, what will he really... Tommy should be able to make him play better, but his ceiling may not be that high. And if his ceiling ain't that high, then what? Now we waiting on Shador. Still got to see if Shador get cleared this week to play because he got back pain still. Dillon Gabriel, they could change it up, but Dillon Gabriel ain't no Patrick Mahomes. Dillon Gabriel ain't Jalen Hurts. Dillon Gabriel ain't none of them big boy names. He doesn't put no fear in no defense that we play. Not one defense is worried about our ability to beat them with the pass game. Nor are they worrying about our ability to beat them with the run game. They just not. It's pretty much a wrap. They should have went and got Cliff Kingsbury and told him he would have been the coach in waiting. Hey, if we fire our guy, you next up. That's who they should have got. Cliff know how to design them offenses. That's why, again, I would have went and got me a college head coach that's a play caller. I would have got a certified dog out there. But we dealing with this mess. OD, you said the Browns could probably compete if they play to the street. Yes, running the ball. But they don't want to run it. Kevin, best years was running the ball. FD, you said Jets defense is going to key on Dillion. I see 2 picks. He might throw it because his other games he was clearly about to throw it. He just didn't. He really was about to throw it, but he didn't. FD, you say hey, they needed part ways ASAP. Naturally, me, you say they said the times Kevin had a great season, it wasn't because of him. Yes, one of them was the special year, yeah. Now, 23, that probably was on that run game again. Mac, yeah, they trash. Mac, they should get rid of. They should call this an end. Excuse me. If they can't produce at the end of this season and have at least a 500 record, they got 9 games over 500. Over 500. Yep, over 500 because they got 9 games left. So you got to be over 500. Can you be 5-4? If they 5-4, hey Mac, they might as well. We'll get out there and make something happen. Listen, if they 5-4, I could believe in that. But looking at that schedule, ain't no 5-4 in that. You got a 3-4. But everybody else playing ball outside of 3 teams. Oh, do you say Kevin was clearly tanking? But that's wild that you tanking 2 years in a row. Like 2 years in a row. You tanking 2 years in a row, you just not like that. So Jimmy should be looking for an offensive coordinator right now. If he want to keep Shador. I mean, if he want to keep Kevin. If he really rocking with Kevin, and you want him to be your AKA CEO, and he's over everything, Get you a real offense coordinator and throw that playbook burn that playbook up. Burn that playbook up. They done got that, remixed it, and they over that. Yeah, Kevin ain't getting it done, man. Dillon Gabriel ain't in position to really win because Kevin don't believe in him. Kevin don't believe this man can throw the ball. That's why we keep doing the dink and don't. Ding, ding, and don't. I say now dink and don't, ding and don't, ding and don't. Yeah, man, that ain't going to win no games. Not winning any games. A real team going to smash that out the gate. They crushing that offense. They ain't thinking twice about this sorry offense. Only thing they thinking about, boy, that defense. That defense like that. That's the only thing they could be thinking about. Boy, that defense like that. Can we get off the field? Mr. B, you say, how you think 12 hurt his back? Man, you can make a sudden movement trying to throw, cut, run, make a plant and go the other way. It can get you now. It just depends on what he was doing at the moment, but it kept him out today. Pete, yeah, it kept him out today, so hopefully he heals up this week to be ready to go for the Jets game. If not, I guess we'll get ready to see him for the Baltimore game. Because the Jets hungry. The Jets are hungry and they not backing down. Dillon Gabriel finna get blitzed. Dillon Gabriel finna get blitzed. They coming for him. Hey, Matt, appreciate it. Yeah, they are coming for Dillon Gabriel, which now they going to be coming for Tommy. And Tommy going to, see, Tommy looking at this like, they did this last year with Kevin. Tommy was on the team. So he saw it. You know what? Tommy, you in good position, boy. You saw all this last year. So if you saw all this, you saw what it looked like. You was in the room. You surely better have your adjustments ready. You better tell Kevin, boy, hey, shut up. Shut it up. Kevin, I'm calling the plays. No, sir, you ain't calling nothing. My name tag to this. They ain't finna do no stats on me next year talking about I was 0-9. They ain't finna do that to me. No, brother. I'm finna get mine. So at this point, y'all, Tommy saw what it looked like last year. Tommy just better come with a real game plan, and he better ice Shador back himself. Hey, you need this? What else you need? You can do 24-hour care for your back, boy. I need you healthy and healed for me. Yeah, hey. I need you, boy. I let you and QJ do what y'all do. That's y'all offense. Play ball. Like, you ain't finna throw me up on the creek. OD, you say the owner was seeing that money slow down? Yeah, money going all the way down. Matt, you say, Colin, you think Prime might come to the NFL to pull in Shiloh? Just wishful thinking. I know people starting to be on his back about Colorado being sorry this year. If he came to the league, his main objective would be to get Shador. If he could pull in a Shador, he could easily get Shiloh. He could make that call to get Shiloh, but if he can't get Shador, he wouldn't come. I don't think he'll come unless he can get Shador, and I don't see him coming without Shador. Shador would be my main reason. Like, son, I'm finna let you air this thing out. Yeah. Hey, running back, we gonna run it, but we throwing it. And if that O-line don't look like that, we throwing it all game. So, yeah, I don't see him coming to the league. Now, he could, but I don't see it. Mr. B, you say I think 12 don't get reps because they don't want him to get that drifting backwards out of his system. Shador just got to, that's him trying to make them plays to me. Sometimes you just going to have to jack up them numbers and throw that ball out. He don't want to jack them numbers up. He got to release that thing. Hit. You got to get rid of it. You can't be back there all day. Matt, you say Shador just need to lead the Browns. This is a backwards franchise. You know what? When you look at all the franchises through my whole time of watching football, if I look at every franchise within the time frame of, well, I guess you could say Cleveland too, but I done seen Dallas win Super Bowls, Giants win Super Bowls, Philly win Super Bowls, Washington done got close, Chicago making noise this year. I seen Chicago go to a Super Bowl. Detroit ball, Green Bay done ball, Minnesota done had good years. Atlanta, yeah, they done went to a Super Bowl while I've been old enough to realize. Carolina have, New Orleans have, Bucks have, Arizona have, the Rams have, San Francisco have, Seattle have, Buffalo while I was younger. Miami ain't been about nothing. New England, you know they have. The Jets ain't really been about nothing. They made the playoffs, but they ain't really been about nothing. Baltimore have, Cincinnati have, Cleveland ain't been about nothing. Pittsburgh have. Houston got into the playoffs. Indianapolis done won the Super Bowl. Jaguars back in the days. Tennessee, basically back in the days. Denver, they kind of always be solid. Kansas good. Las Vegas. Well, the Raiders, they done had their time, but I ain't really seen them do nothing since 2003. Didn't they win the Super Bowl that year? No, they went. And the Chargers, they got Jim Harbaugh, so they good. So when you look at it, it's really just Miami, the Jets, and Cleveland that almost don't have no hope. Now Tennessee right now, but they done had their time. It's just Cleveland ain't really done nothing. Cleveland, they history just don't point in the right direction. And knowing that you got to go out, I know Tommy Reed's looking like, dog, I got to go out here with Dillion Gabriel. Shador, get your back right, bro. I want to go out here with Dillion. Boy, I would have started you immediately. I told Kevin, man, I don't care what you talking about, I'm starting. Yeah, this is my offense. I go out there and tell everybody, hey, I'm starting Shador. But Shador ain't ready at the moment. OD, you say, I don't like how people keep judging 12 off the Rams game. Yeah, they need to stop that. They know for a fact the Rams game was a setup to fail. So, no, we ain't doing that. The Rams game don't count. Now, the Panthers game, I know people going to say, well, you want them good, but you don't want the bad. Nah, y'all just trying to find a way to make him trash. Let him get out there and ball. It ain't going to be like that. TP, you say, I've been hearing the Browns have been kicking around, bringing back Pickett since Vegas QB back from injury. If they do, get Shador out of there. This garbage. They do, get Shador out of there. Matt, you say, I like how Flacco went for the deep ball last night. He got intercepted. Yeah, but hey, he was trying to get it. OD, you said, oh yeah. Matt, you say people thought Prime wouldn't leave Jackson State. Bro, my business partner always say that. He say, boy, everybody thought Coach Prime was going to stay. Everybody at Jackson State. Then when he left, he hurt him. I don't know if he leaving Colorado. I don't know. But what would you really leave for? Say, you say, what's up, Coach? I've been telling you all they know is 12%. Yeah. See, Cleveland know that Shador is him. They see him at practice. They know he like that. They know he a dog. They know he a baller. But the fact that they don't play him, it just make it look like he's not like that. And then they try to grade him so much off that Rams game when we clearly seeing Dillion Gabriel, Kevin won't even attempt to throw the ball deep. At least with Joe, I don't know if Joe was taking the shots or what, but yeah. El Kia, you say Flacco over there, and that man, Flacco say he eating. Flacco say, yeah. I think Flacco in the top 10, top 8 in yards. I think got over 2,000 yards. It's crazy that this man was 2 touchdowns, 6 picks with us. And then with Cincinnati, he's 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And he got 2 interceptions last night. Could have just been 11 touchdowns. Hey, yeah, hey, there he is. Hey, Mr. B, all day. Living, you say, probably would have stayed in Jackson if you just never know. He might always was going to take Shador them big time after a couple, 2 years. See, you say Kevin is trying to protect DG. All of it garbage right now. Kevin looked garbage. DG looked. The only thing DG got going in his favor is that Joe Flacco shining. So Joe Flacco shining give you an opportunity to say, it ain't me, it's Kevin. And everybody around the league like, Joe is balling. Kevin, it's you. We in the exact same spot that Kevin was in last year, and we doing the same thing they did last year. So I don't know if nothing gonna change. Brock, what's happening? Matt, you say Flacco, yeah, hey, Flacco out there balling. Flacco say, I'm 40 or 41, I'm going out with a bang. Renee, what's good? KD, Al Flacco, hey. Hey, that boy out there get it. Miss Richardson said Roger Goodell did this to Shador because, you never know. It ain't like he thought the nephew was going pro. I doubt he thought the nephew was going pro. I really doubt that. Yeah, because FD, you say Prime ain't never going to the league. I just know Coach Prime on the back end of everything. He 58. Couple years from now, he's 60. Like, how much longer we think he gonna roll? 60, 62? I know he probably just want to sit back and watch the door or be right around him because, you know, that's his boy. Get out there and watch him. You better get out of here. HD, you said Coach about to have his... Hey, he better. LQ, you say, I'm happy they got a new play caller for when, yeah. Shador needed, but based off of last year, they had a new play caller last year. Ken Dorsey called plays and went 2-8. Let's see if Tommy can go 500 or better. Well, he got to be over 500 or he going to be clearly under 500. It ain't no way around it. He going to be over or under. FD, you said Kevin is a trash coach. At this moment, he done lost his whatever had him rolling. He ain't got it no more. Because we in year 6. You done gave up play calling 2 years in a row. And you got Dylan Gabriel starting. Like, clearly you ain't trying to win. Like, you and Jimmy and Barry must know something that nobody else knows. That was just like Coach Mike Tomlin was like, man, why would they trade this man to Cincinnati? Why? And then Mike Tomlin was right. Joe Flacco came through there shining. They don't know what they doing. Now, Matt, that right there, yeah, I'm down with Ray Lewis coming in breaking down that thing. That the defense, if Ray Lewis came and told these boys how they used to do defense, he probably don't want to give that up. But if he gave that to the Browns, that defense would be on a whole nother level. T-Man, you say this is the Browns we talking about. Let's see what they put on the field this week. Hey, it could be balling or it could be trash. And I want to root for the best in Tommy. But I seen people DMing me in chat talking about, hey, bruh, Tommy ain't about to nothing either. So I'm like, golly. Play for Keys, you say, Colin, it'd be crazy if Jimmy Haslam somehow convinced Prime to coach the Browns. That would pop the internet. That would pop the internet. If that happened, that would pop the internet. Oh, yeah, he would get Shiloh out the gate. Double M, you said Jimmy from Tennessee, Brother Bill, the governor, the House have ownership. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, hey, Jimmy just had the silver spoon in his mouth. That's all. Just like Kevin. Boy, that silver spoon in your mouth had you set up good. Hey, you can live good off that thing now. Janet, you said DG needs to start. We need to know if it was Kevin's play calling or DG ain't it. I don't think DG gonna play like Joe Flacco playing. He could play better, but it's still gonna be, is it ceiling here and Shador ceiling through the roof? That's gonna be the thing. I wish Shador back was ready. Dollar, what's happening? I wish Shador back was ready. Hey, he could be, because they sure ain't picked him up. And I really think Shador is like, I mean, Dillion gave Shiloh like that, but you just never know. Now, Kevin offensive scheme is whack right now, unless he have a powerful run game that you could play fake off, or a big boy quarterback that you can have a big boy quarterback and QJ. They stopping themselves. I would have seen what Shador was about so fast. I would have put Shador in there on the first thing out the gate. I would have found out what Shador was about. Out the gate, I would have found out if Shador was him or not. No questions asked. Because I know Dillion. Dillion is not him. Dillion could play better, but I don't think he's going to play so well that we like, ooh, Patrick Mahomes and Dillion Gabriel. Ooh. Now, Shador and Patrick Mahomes, that sounds like that about to be a show. PJ, yeah, CJ down there, they did find it. Selmo, what's good? See, you say, what are the possibilities of Shador ranking lower? I can't see it happen. Unless they call every garbage play they got in their playbook. Dollar, what's happening? TP, you say if Kevin is not calling plays, he passes along his playbook. Correct. That playbook is his. Unless they go start redoing plays, like, hey, we implement this, let's run this. We implement that, let's run that. Like, but, because Ken Dorsey, this 2 years in a row, he switched right at 1-6 or 2-6. If they keep him and don't fire him, and next year he is 1-6 or 2-6, they got to cut him loose. That's 3 straight years of garbage. Till you said Shiloh would be a good practice team. Man, he can actually play ball, but they mess with it. Hey, PJ, I appreciate it. Yeah, I got to put out more. OD, you said Prime has 0 leadership this year compared to last year. Yeah. But the crazy thing is, if they would have won them games, they could have won. Georgia Tech, BYU, TCU, and their whole situation to be changed. Who else they lost to? Who else Colorado lost to, man? That they could have actually beat. I know them 3 for a fact. Maybe that's 2 losses after that. Let me see. Georgia Tech, they should have won. Wow. BYU, TCU. Yep, that's 3 games. So instead of losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, they could have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Matt, you say nobody messing with Georgia Tech. I seen them practice every day. They still undefeated. No, they lost. TP, you say, what's my email? info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. Oh, bless me. Forgive me. FD, you say, I think Jimmy made Kevin change the play call. They probably did. Yeah, they could have beat BYU too. Georgia Tech, TCU, BYU. Yeah. Yeah. Jimmy might have told him. But my thing is, you got back-to-back years of doing this. Yeah, Matt put it in right there. Yep, that's it. Matt got it. Dollar Bill, you said Houston. I don't know how the Houston game would have went. Because I was there, and they kept taking off with that quarterback. Our defense wasn't holding up. FD, you said, DG, can I ask you winning the NFL plays? Yeah, I don't think he'll no star player at quarterback. I think if you need him to come in just to try to maintain the lead, but again, Kevin's system doesn't allow you to show who you are. But Cincinnati playbook, that thing wide open. Mr. B, you said you think K-Saw has played yeah. I think last night they came out with, last night or this morning, I want to say last night, that they came out with Juju is expected to be the starter, but it's getting rough out there. PJ, you say, what Bucky mean when he said he capped on Shador and said his private plane had 3 steps compared to his pop? I couldn't tell you. Matt, you said I heard rumors he might be playing next game. That's what I'm saying. Talking about Juju, I think he's starting. CJ, you say K-Salt should be done. It look like he might be out of there. He might be out of there. Yeah, he might be out. DH, what's good? Yeah, this. It's pretty much, I can't understand Jimmy being Jimmy probably need to ask his daddy, man. Who would you hire? It's not hard to go look up, find you a 5-5 offensive coordinator and say, man, change the playbook, man. Change this playbook for offense. Have us out there rolling. I need an offense that produce. I need an offense that produce. I don't want no offense like Cleveland where you have a quarterback, he leave, he look like a superstar. Yeah, I'm done with that. I want a offensive coordinator that come in here that can deal with Shador and let Shador dominate. I need an offensive coordinator that's going to use him. Make sure you got that 5-5 O-line, and then you got Dillion, you got Shador out there throwing it all across the yard. Like, yeah, I got to get it. Because if Jimmy want to build this new stadium, and it's going to be completed in 26 or 27, if that's the case, you need a go-getter off these winning teams. Go see what the Chiefs got. Go see what the Bills got. Go see who out there that can change your franchise. HD, you say clearly Cleveland owner is embarrassed by this. I don't know, because I would, if we doing the same thing 2 years in a row, Kevin 1-6, switch coordinators. Kevin 2-6, switch coordinators. We did that in 24 and 25. If we got switch coordinators in 26, you fired, bro. You out of there. Mr. B, you said put Leftwich at OC. Talking about in Cleveland. Man, if I'm Leftwich, I ain't coming to Cleveland. I ain't coming to Cleveland. PJ, you said, see if Shador change plays. That's if they give it to him like that. He gotta, if he audible, he better make sure he gonna hit it because they gonna try to cook him. Dollar, you said air raid offense. Yeah, I would. I would go get me an offensive coordinator who's ready to build with Shador Sanders. Point blank period. Nothing else. Count. You say about time. Let the new play call do it. The only thing in his favor, he could put Shador in. That's the only thing that Ken Dorsey couldn't do last year. Ken Dorsey did not have a Shador Sanders. Dolly, you say 2-minute drill the whole game. Selmo, you say the Bills Stadium will be ready next season. You see how they playing now? So a Super Bowl for the coming? Yeah. The Bills playing ball, but that stadium, that thing finna be rocking. Our stadium, that's what you need. You want it rocking where you go out there and enjoy it. We ain't got nothing to enjoy. We got a sorry product out there. A sorry product. Hey, you say just throw Hail Marys the whole game? Hey, he be trying to hit everything. Oh, then you said, who called the plays when 12 cooked the Panthers? Kevin did. Kevin called it. But that was more Shador to me. Shador, just the way Shador be carrying himself. That was more Shador. He'll break out running. He didn't say. I didn't hear what he said about QJ today, Dollar. I be calling my business partner that, Dollar. Yeah, this thing a mess, man. Mathis, what's good? EB, you said Coach Prime said he's looking for a home in Cleveland. Colorado. My bad, Colorado. Colorado. Outside of the one he has now, not sure if he's been leaving. I don't know either, but hey, it sound good. Matt, you said bad news Bears. I didn't know Chicago was going to be that good this year. I did not know them boys was going to be that good. They out there rolling. PJ, you say new stadium equals Super Bowl run? Nah, I don't know if that's going to equal that for us. HD said, could 12 be the surprise announcement this week? As in what, getting traded? I don't think that's happening. But the Browns could Brown. TP, you said 12 called his own plays. That's why Kevin shut him down. If that's true, hey, I know Kevin hot like dog, boy. You ain't looking like a star out here with me. I'm the Dink and Don't King, boy. You making it look like I ain't a Dink and Don't King. SKB, you said Cleveland should hire Prime and trade for Travis. Jaguars ain't letting that go. Now, if they hire Coach Prime, boy, when I tell you the NFL, he going to have to win fast because, boy, they'll cut that thing off. Dollar, you say 12 lift his teammates? Yeah. Yeah, he going to give them good balls. Ms. Robinson, you say Shador did what he wanted to do for the Panthers game. Till you say, imagine how many 12 jerseys we going to see if Shador gets. If Shador back is good and he's able to go this week and able to do everything that'll qualify him for being active, everything to qualify him in case Tommy say you got to step out there, then I'll be ready. I want Shador to be completely ready because I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. I just want to go out there and ball. Just go out there and shine, big dog. But I'm ready for. I kind of do want to see what Cleveland Stadium look like. They be bragging about it. Living, you said Ryan Shaw threw back. Yes, crazy. Y'all, that quarterback spot, you got to have your mind right. You got to have your thought process right. Like Shador said, you got to get out there and cook. Baby, cook, come on now, cook. Baby, cook, come on now. Taylor, you say, wait till that boy earn his 2 jersey. I think he could have got it, but Matt is still on the team. Selmo, you say trade deadline tomorrow and Shador will be a Cleveland Brown. Correct. Yes, I see nothing pointing to Shador leaving Cleveland. They got to kick them ties on that superstar. Ain't no way they allow Shador to leave and don't even test him out. I don't think the Miles trade happening. Now, they could. Again, Cleveland could, but Miles trade, he too valuable. Oh, do you say they don't want 12 to be the face of the Browns? Whoever drafted him, they do. Everything that's been against him, I don't know what that is. TC was good. Man, I heard he got a no trade in his thing. No trade. CJ, yeah, I feel bad for Jaden Daniels. Boy, I had to turn it. I heard people talking about it, but as I seen that arm, I'm like, oh, let me get up out of there. PJ, you say, man, if Shador goes this week and he need everything. He need to soak all day because this ain't looking this. But you're not practicing today. Now, I don't know if that's a precaution or what, but with them not bringing him out there, I don't like that. I don't like that they ain't have my boy out there. Because it just make it look like, and I told y'all yesterday, I said, look, we got to see what it look like tomorrow for Shador. Will he be practicing or will he not? And today he ain't practiced. With him not practicing, that don't help his case. I know Bailey over there warming up. Hey, coach, whenever you need me, if you don't think Dillion like that, hey, Tommy, I come in for you, boy. I can throw that thing. But Bailey record garbage too. Matt, you say if Shador was getting his back right, that could mean anything, not just, yeah. Selmo, you say the Browns are buying, not selling for this trade line. Yeah, I've been hearing that. That's what I've been hearing too. Dollar, you say Shador needs Gage on the field with him. Yes. Gage, Harold, David. He gonna have the whole squad working for him. Yeah, Matt, hey, he pretty much is the face of Cleveland Browns. That's everybody talk about. Flo, hey, chillin'. So, Matt, you say, I don't remember which one, but said Shador don't play this. Nah, they already got excuses. Back pain and they got everything set. They don't have to play him. Dylan Gabriel still got a good 3 games left. Now, that's if he don't fumble it and throw more interceptions or throw passes that look real bad on him. If he don't fumble it, he good. EB, you said Kevin doesn't like Shador. Knows how to make decisions and still make plays when it, yeah. That boy say, when I call a busted up play with Dillion Gabriel, he's going to manage that busted up play and let it be a busted up play. With Shador, that guy try to make something out of nothing on every play. Like, you really can't stop him. He's running, he's shaking, he's dusting off his wrist. The crowd is throwing up the wrist. Don't put him out there. Put him out there when the season over. Put him out there when we play them boys that's finna drop them hammers on him. Yeah. Drop them hammers on him. Drop them hammers on him. Yeah, hey, he want us to play the hardest teams. Yeah. T, you said, Shador Mars said, the bag. You know, what was funny was Shador kept talking about it. Yeah, I got to get my back right. Yeah, I got to get my back right. Yeah, I got to get my treatment. My treatments. I like, bro, whatever it is, they showed shutting it down. But again, I think the Red Sea going to part and Shador going to come out on top. But look, y'all, I catch y'all. I might come back on later tonight. If I come back on later tonight, we talking college ball. We going to talk college ball unless something jump off. Because there's a lot of jobs open. It's a lot of jobs open. So if I come back, we gonna talk ball, some college ball. Hey, holla at y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Holla, holla, holla.